The green room backstage at the Beverly Hills Hotel smelled of gardenias and nervous electricity, and on the evening of March the 9th, 1989, Gregory Peck stood near the window in his tuxedo, holding a glass of water he hadn't touched. Wait, because what happened in that corridor over the next 30 minutes would never make a newspaper column, and yet everyone present would carry it the rest of their lives as the truest thing they witnessed that night. The evening was the American Film Institute's 17th Lifetime Achievement Award. Gregory was the honoree, and Audrey Hepburn had flown from Switzerland to host. She had revised her tribute speech twice. Personal, entirely hers, the kind a woman gives about a man she has known for 37 years. She was not going to let anyone turn it into broadcast shorthand. The producer's name was Carl Brenner. He arrived backstage with a clipboard and the confidence of a man who decides what America is ready to hear. He found Audrey in the corridor reviewing her index cards. Gregory was inside. Close enough. Brenner explained timing, commercial breaks legitimate, and then the section about Rome, the personal memories. We need to trim that. 3 minutes maximum. Then the clip reel. Audrey looked up. She was 59 and still moved like light through water. The section about Rome is the introduction, she said. Brenner smiled the way men smile when explaining something obvious. Our research shows audiences connect faster with career highlights. I'm not interested in your research, Audrey said. Precise, final. The way a door closes when someone means it. Have you ever watched someone reduce 37 years of friendship into broadcast segments? Gregory set down his water glass. Brenner tried a second angle, the show's producer, affiliate agreements. Not wrong about the logistics. Gregory understood that. He walked out of the green room anyway, jaw set. Voice, when it came, had dropped lower, the way a courtroom goes quiet when the attorney stops performing and starts asking. He arrived beside Audrey, 6 feet 3 inches of California, unhurried, and looked at Brenner without anything that could be called anger, and was therefore something more dangerous. Carl, he said. First name, deliberate. Let me understand this correctly. He let Brenner's explanation run its full length to the lawyer's technique, letting an argument breathe until everyone hears how much air it is made of. Miss Hepburn flew from Switzerland. She has known me 37 years. She wrote remarks based on what she personally witnessed. A pause. In 1952, she was 23, and Paramount wanted her name below the title. She would have agreed. I asked for equal billing, not as a courtesy. Because it was accurate. The muffled orchestra, beyond the door, filled the silence he left open. She is not here to discuss my filmography. She is here to say what she knows. End quote. And what she knows is worth more than your research. Can you imagine standing in that corridor, watching that clipboard lower? Brenner went still. The hallway had gone quiet in the way of people who have found no reason to be elsewhere. Gregory looked at him with the brown eyes that neither blinked nor accused, that simply waited, the patience of a man who knew the most powerful thing a person can do is refuse to move. The section about Rome stays in, he said, the tone of someone reading a fact already true. He turned to Audrey. She was watching him with the expression he recognized from Rome, the one that meant she was filing something away to keep forever. Are you ready? He asked. She straightened. I am now, she said. She walked onto that stage and spoke for 6 minutes and 12 seconds, not 3. She spoke about Rome, about being 23 and frightened, about looking across a sound stage and finding someone who saw exactly what you were. She closed with 3 words that became the most quoted of the evening. Thank you, dear Greg. Do you remember when the people Hollywood honored were worth honoring not for their resumes, but for what they did when no camera pointed at them? Gregory Peck, in the front row, pressed one hand over his eyes. Every person in that room understood. He never mentioned the corridor to anyone. That is moral authority. It does not require an audience. It only requires someone willing to stand still until the room understands what stillness means. This is what Hollywood once was: the friendship before the broadcast, the voice protected because it was true. Subscribe to keep this era alive. And in the comments, what Gregory Peck film taught you something you have carried your whole life? Every memory matters. Every voice deserves to be heard.